What's up, my fellow creepers and things that go bump in the night? Welcome back, yes, back to another episode of Creature of the Night. I am your host, Toxin, your friendly neighborhood sinner. You should know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell to let you know every time I upload so you can keep up to date with me, guys. I apologize for my absence. I was away for a little bit. I've had some technical difficulties with my laptop and other sound thing. I don't know if you noticed the mic, but I had some issues recording, so I've been working around that. But let's dive right into this, guys. And I'm speaking, of course, of tarot.
Who's next?
First off, I know this has very mixed reviews. It's kind of all over the place. Looking at other YouTubers and just reading online of other reviews, it's kind of mixed. You know, you either love it or you hate it. Again, I think I've said this previously, I'm kind of getting tired of the PG-13 movies. I just wanted to go that extra step with the gore, and I feel like a lot of horror movies, again, I know you got to cater to all kinds of age demographics so you can bring everybody in, but I feel like horror movies is definitely one genre of movies that it has to be rated R. You have to get the gore, you have to get the blood, you have to get the whole full effect to actually get scared or to experience horror for what it is. And Tarot, another PG-13 movie, and you can definitely hint at that. The kill scenes are just not there for me. It was all over the place. It kind of felt generic and boring. I don't know, nothing really stuck out to me. No specific kills throughout the film stuck out to me, in my opinion. It was just very boring. Again, another PG-13 movie. And if you haven't seen it, you know, a bunch of kids go out away for the weekend, and it happens to be one of them can read tarot, and they find the random deck that is in the mansion that they are living, and something automatically is already different with this deck. First off, you're never supposed to do a reading with another person's deck. It's just something with superstition like that. I wish I had my deck to show you. That I actually bought a deck inspired by Guillermo del Toro's film, so a lot of the different characters on these cards are for like characters from his film. I wish I would have had it, but I recently moved not too long ago, so it's probably packed away from somewhere. But yes, back to the movie. One thing is crazy too, that they're actually hand painted, they're handmade, so it's already like a red flag. Even the box, and I think it's like a binding spell or something like that. I forget what the sigil is on top of it. It already looks creepy. It's already giving like mad vibes to like not open it, but of course they open it and each one of them gets their own reading. So now their fate is sealed. One thing I will say, guys, it was definitely a Final Destination kind of film.
What did he say?
If you pay attention to the readings and the order, not necessarily the order of the readings, but if you pay attention to the actual readings that they experience, it tells you right away about how they're going to die, each person, depending on which character, which cards they got, and how it unfolds. Which, to be honest, how they portrayed the kills, for me, it was unsatisfying. I did not care that it's the actual character of the card, may it be Hermit, Death, or the Devil or anything. It's the actual character coming out versus what the card actually means. Like, depending, like, I think the Hermit means, like, you know, you got to take time to reflect upon yourself and make the right decision in life. But it wasn't just that. That may have been the main card in the center of the reading, but there was other aspects throughout the reading that each person experienced. Like, one of them had to do with love, like it will play a factor into their, you know, their life and stuff like that. So I don't see why, instead of actually having the character come and like basically, again, Hermit being a decision that you need to, you know, take time because it could lead you down the wrong track. It literally was an entity, a hermit, like leading the person down the wrong path, like forcing him to go down the wrong path of a train track, and he literally died from hitting a train. Again, this is I didn't say it before, but this is a spoiler review, guys. Check out my spoiler free review that's been up for a little bit. It's in my TikTok in the description below. Make sure you give me a follow over there as well. But yeah, so I wish it was just a little more thing, like it's an actual, like he had a choice to go this way or go that way, and then maybe love had played a factor into it, because that was part of his reading one of the main characters. And that's another thing too. Once people started dying off, I did not care. I could not, you know, get real. You know, what's the word I'm looking for? I could not relate. Sorry, I don't. It's probably late at the night whenever I'm recording this, so my brain's all over the place. But I could not relate to any of the characters at all throughout the situation. The only one I felt bad for is because it was recently her birthday, and it was actually the first kill. How she gets stomped out by a ladder. Literally, the high priestess stomps her out with the ladder, and that's kind of like, I don't know. It was all over the place. Again, I didn't really care for it. It wasn't scary in my opinion. I liked the jester. He was pretty cool with his character and how he maneuvered throughout it. I forget the actual actor's name, but the guy who came out in Spider-Man, I was like, I don't know, I was expecting a little bit more from this film, and honestly, I'm gonna go on a little bit of rant right now.
Hold on to your butts.
Honestly, I feel like tarot, this kind of plane for horror, is untouched. So I believe they were sitting on a gold mine once I saw this. I'm like, dude, there's so much potential that they could do. Like one of the characters being one of the things, but actually going off of what the actual cards meant and which position and how the reading went, it could mean different things for different people. So I wish they would have just capitalized it a little bit more on the tarot. I feel like it was an untouched plane. The possibilities were endless with it, and you could do so much with it. And I want to see more in the future with actual tarot cards. Yeah, guys, go check out my TikTok in the description below. Make sure you follow all my social medias. And yeah, guys, like I always say, if you're not sinning, you're not having fun. Beware the moon, guys.